Good afternoon, guys. In this today class, we are going to discuss about four different topics. Okay, the very first topic is about HTML YouTube videos. Okay, what is this HTML YouTube videos is about? Is I want to play a particular YouTube video in my website. Okay, to be simple, if you are having your own YouTube channel, okay, in that YouTube channel, you have to specify a very specific YouTube video. Okay, you want to play that particular video in your website means how to make it possible. Okay, how it is possible in the HTML. Okay, that is what we are going to discuss in the first topic. Okay, then the second topic is about emojis in HTML. Okay, what is this emojis? You guys aware of this emojis, right? All we are using you WhatsApp, right? In that WhatsApp, what we will have a set of emojis in different categories, right? Like smileys, like human small icons, thumbs up, and so and so, right? So how to add an emojis using this HTML in our website? Okay, that is all about this emojis in HTML topic. Okay, then the third one is about download link in HTML. How to give a download link. Okay, to be simple, if you are giving images, right, we are adding some other images, right, in our website. Okay, if you are willing to download, okay, you are willing to give the download options to the persons who are all visiting your website. Okay, if you are created a website, okay, I'm seeing a set of images in your website. Okay, I want to download a particular image in your website. Okay, if you want to give a download access to the users means how to give that. Okay, that is all about the third topic called download link in HTML. Okay, then the last topic is about how to zoom an image. Okay, what is this zoom? The term itself defines as what it is, right? So if we are uploaded an image, if you are inserted an image in your website, okay, what it says, if you are not specifying any height and width, okay, what it does, it will replicate the actual size of the image. Okay, if you want to set a specific width and height means that is also possible here, right? So when the person is hovering, okay, hovering is nothing but when a person is hovering, the moving the cursor to your image means it will replicate in a zoomer size. Okay, it is zoomed size or a bigger size. Okay, when you release the mouse over, it will gives you the normal size. Okay, this is how about how to zoom an image. This is what we are going to discuss in the last topic. Okay, so without any delay, we'll move to the coding part. Okay, I will be explaining each topic in the coding and I will show you the demonstration also. Okay, let us see the first topic about HTML YouTube videos. Okay, how to play a YouTube video in my website. Okay, this is what we are going to discuss in the first topic. Okay, for this, let me create the HTML document structure. Okay, I have created a file name saying level.html. Okay, I'm coming to the body part of my HTML document, right? So now my ultimate goal is to add a YouTube video here. Okay, for that we need a tag saying iframe. Okay, this is the first tag we are going to see to add a YouTube video. Okay, what is this iframe? Is nothing but I is nothing but inline. Okay, I is nothing but inline. What is this iframe is used for? Us an inline frame. Okay, an inline frame tag is used to embed. Okay, is used to embed another document within the current HTML document. Okay, this is the definition for iframe. Okay, an inline frame tag is used to embed another document within the current HTML document. What we are going to do, we are going to embedding another document to my HTML document. For that we are using this tag saying iframe. Okay, this is the first step. Then what is the second step? Okay, I have added, okay, in the first step I have added a tags for the YouTube video. Okay, what is the next? As you all know, what will be the next point means to add the SRC. Okay, I'm going to add a SRC. SRC is nothing but here SRC is about source. Okay, I need to give a source. Okay, for this I'm saying https colon slash slash www dot, okay, youtube.com. Okay, just I am adding the source. Okay, the first part what I have done, https colon slash slash www.youtube.com. okay, I have added. Okay, the next step after entering the YouTube link, we have to enter a term saying embed. Okay, this is the second step. Okay, we are adding the source to my iframe tag. Okay, for my iframe tag I am using a source attribute. Okay, the source attribute is following by https colon and the YouTube link slash. Okay, the third step is we need to add a term saying embed. Okay, this is the third step, we need to add a term saying embed. Okay, then slash. After this we need to specify the id of your YouTube video. Okay, id of your YouTube video. How to add? Okay, let me show you. Okay, see in my this is a YouTube sample YouTube video. See what is this YouTube video is about. It is meant about a natural phenomena in the world. Okay, if you want to display this particular video in your website means, for that what we have done, we have added and tag iframe and the source. So where I am going to get, for that I have added a YouTube link and the following by embed slash. As I said, we need to add a id for the YouTube, right? So when you play a YouTube video in the YouTube, see in the URL it will show you the link, right? So it will show you the link saying https colon slash slash. Okay, this is what we are using, similar to this only what we are using, what we have used in the coding part. We are using https colon slash slash www.youtube.com slash. Here what will be the term? Watch, watch. Okay, this is the watch, this is a term what they are used here. Instead of this watch, what we have doing, we are used a term saying embed. Okay, we are used a term saying embed. Okay, as I said, we need to add the id. Okay, see here id is nothing but after this equal to. Okay, after this equal to, the terms are considered as id for this YouTube video. Okay, just I'm copying that id. Okay, and just I'm pasting that in after embed term. Okay, this is all about adding a YouTube video in my website. Okay, what is this SRC is absolutely about? It says from www.youtube.com embed this particular id. Okay, let me repeat it again. This HTTP, this SRC is replicating or referring at YouTube. In YouTube, what we are saying, we are just saying to embed this particular ID to my website. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, see when I run my active file, this YouTube video will play in my website. Okay, that YouTube video will play in my website. Okay, for that just I am running my active file. See, it is running. See, it is showing the YouTube video in my website, whatever displaying in the YouTube. Okay, just we have replicated that YouTube video in our website also. Okay, so this is all about how to add a YouTube video.
Evergreen presents
Okay, see, this
7
is
of the
playing
most
the
amazing natural
same
phenomena in
YouTube
the
video
world.
whatever we have displayed here in our website. Okay, This is all about adding a YouTube video in our website. Okay. So we have added a YouTube video in our website. Okay. Similarly, as you all know, we can increase the height and width of your YouTube video size. Okay. So it is replicating by default height and width. Okay. As you all know, you can change the height and width of your YouTube. Okay. For that, what you have to do, we have to specify two attributes saying height. Okay. Just I am giving height as 250. Okay. Then second, I'm trying to increase the width of the YouTube video size. Okay, for that I'm giving width as again 250. Okay, let's see how it is replicating there. See, superb, right? This is all about adding a YouTube video in your website. Okay, similarly, you can whatever the height and width you want, you can specify under this height and width attributes. Okay, this is all about this height and width, as you all know. Okay, so in that we are going to discuss about another two parts. Okay, in the YouTube video itself we are going to discuss about some other parts. Okay, I have added a YouTube video in my website. Okay, let us discuss about some other terms in YouTube videos in HTML. Okay, so what will be that is, okay, let me copy that entire line and I am pasting in the next line. Okay, so in general what it happens, when you click on this play button only, the video will get played, right? If I click on the play button only, the video will be played in my HTML document, right? So whereas if you click any video in the YouTube means, if you are clicking this video means it will automatically play, right? It will automatically play. We need not to click on any play buttons, right? It will, when you click on a particular YouTube video means, what it does, it will start playing automatically, right? If you want to stop means we are using the stop and resume buttons. Okay, similarly, see in the website it will asking you to click the play button. Okay, see, it is displaying the YouTube video. Unless or until if you are clicking this button, it will not play your YouTube video, right? That is what this general terms is about. Okay, if you give this means, it will show you the YouTube video but it will not play you automatically, right? So if you want to play that video automatically in your website means, that is also possible in HTML. Okay, okay, for understanding purpose I am just replicated that line into another line. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to play the YouTube video automatically. Okay, hope you guys are able to understand and follow me. Okay, my second task is about, okay, I want to play my YouTube video automatically in my website. Okay, for that what we have to do means, after specifying the ID, okay, this is the ID for the YouTube video, right? After specifying the YouTube video ID, just what you have to do means give a question mark. Okay, give a question mark, say the term autoplay. Okay, autoplay equal to 1. Okay, autoplay equal to 1. Okay, to play automatically. So what we have used, after this ID just mention a question mark. Okay, after the question mark just include a term saying autoplay equal to 1. Okay, what this actually does means, when your website is running, okay, the YouTube video will play automatically. Let's see how it is replicated.
4. Evergreen presents.
So it is replicated here what we have done. Okay, it is replicated as what we have done here. Okay, autoplay equal to 1. Okay, see, when you refresh the browser, when the video is loaded completely, okay, you will know that. Okay, when the video is it's loaded, it will start playing automatically. Okay, see, it is loading, okay, from here, right? So when it is completed, okay, the video will play automatically. Okay, this is what about autoplay video in using HTML, right? Then the third one, okay, we are going to see next thing in adding HTML YouTube videos. Okay, okay, just for that I'm just copying and pasting that. Okay, so now what we are going to see means in the YouTube video, okay, see, we are having this controls and all, right? Already the term controls we are used in audio and video, right? Audio and video adding in the document. Okay, similarly here also we can use this controls. Okay, if you don't want this controls, see this play, screen size is full screen mode, or the volume or the play buttons, right? If you don't want this controls means you can remove that controls also in your website. Okay, so let's see how to do that. Okay, for that the term is very simple, as you all know. Just add controls equal to 0. Okay, what is my ultimate goal here? I just want to remove the controls, whatever the controls I am having in the YouTube part. Okay, if you don't want that controls means you can remove also. By default it will replicate with all the controls of the YouTube player. Okay, but if you don't want that video, okay, if you don't want that controls in the YouTube video, whatever we are displaying means, you can just use, okay, after the id give the question mark, after the question mark say that controls equal to 0. Okay, just I am saving this file, just I am running. See, it will not give you any controls here, like here whatever in the previous two videos we are having play, mute, full screen and all, right? So this will not give you any controls
4.
in your
Evergreen presents.
any controls in your browser. Okay, this is all about adding YouTube video in our HTML document. Okay, so far we have discussed through this session, we have discussed through mistake one, three different topics. Okay, one is how to add a YouTube video in my web document. Okay, for that what we have done, we have added an iframe tag. Okay, inside the iframe tag we are specifying the source of my document, the source which I am going to embed and I am going to display in the HTML document. Okay, this is what about this. Okay, for that we are adding src attribute. The src attribute is consist of https colon and followed by the YouTube link and slash. Okay, after the slash what we are using a term saying embed. Okay, after this embed we are giving the id of the YouTube video, id of the YouTube video, just we are mentioning the id. Okay, this is what the first code, okay, says. Okay, then the second one is we have discussed about how to play the video automatically. Okay, for that after mentioning the id, just we are giving a question mark. Okay, question mark is followed by autoplay equal to 1. Okay, what this actually does, when your YouTube video is loaded completely, it will start playing automatically. Okay, this is all about the second line of code. Okay, then the third one is about how to remove the controls in your YouTube video, whichever it's playing in your website. Okay, for that as usual, after mentioning the YouTube ID, say a question mark, and the question mark is followed by controls equal to 0. Okay, this will remove all the controls in your YouTube. Okay, this is what about first topic of our session. Okay, hope you guys are able to understand and follow me. Okay, then we are moving to the second part of our session. Okay, what will be the second part? As I said, emojis in HTML. Okay, how to add a emoji in my HTML. Okay, this is what our next topic. Okay, so it is very simple. Okay, it is very simple to add a emojis in our HTML document. Okay, so what is the difference between the adding emojis and some other things? Okay, so we have slight difference to between the adding emojis and some other things. Okay, let's see what is the difference about it is. Okay, so for that, first I'm adding a paragraph tag here. Okay, I'm just adding a paragraph tag here. Okay, so to add an emoji in our HTML document, okay, what we have to do means we have to give some entities. Okay, we have to give some entities, some numerical values. Okay, in general, what the HTML tags and CSS properties will do means it will gives you the straightforward methods, right? Okay, if you are want to add a height, or if you want to increase the width, okay, what we will do, we will straightforwardly insert a term saying height equal to this and that, width equal to this and that. Okay, for adding an emoji in your website, okay, we need some entities. Okay, the entity is nothing but, okay, this ampersand and hash. Okay, to add a emoji, we are not using any alphabets. Okay, we are not going to use any alphabets in our HTML document. Just we are using just two entities followed by this ampersand and hash symbol. Okay, after this, what we have to do means we have to specify a certain numbers. Okay, certain numbers. Okay, this numbers is nothing but in HTML, what they have mentioned is for each emoji they have given a code format. Okay, a numerical code format. Okay, like, so let me mention one code of that. Okay, 128512. Okay, this is all about adding a emoji. Okay, if you add this only hash and ampersand symbol followed by this 6 character letters, okay, this 6 set of numbers, okay, this will give you a emoji in your website. Okay, this is all about adding a emoji. Okay, we are not going to give any attributes or source, whatever it may be, whatever we have discussed. Okay, to add an emoji in our website, we have to use two things. Okay, one is add a ampersand and hash symbol. Okay, this is the first point. Second point, we have to mention 6 digits of numbers. Okay, and end with semicolon. Okay, end with semicolon. Okay, and Google, if you're if you want any specified emoji or a specified emoji means, you can search for in Google and you can get that code for the emoji. Similarly, the code will be consist of like this. Okay, if you want any specified emoji in your website means, you can search for that in Google and you can get that code and you can use in the website. Okay, for your understanding purpose, just I have added a emoji code here. Okay, let's see what it is replicating. See, it is replicating a smiley emoji here. Okay, so for using this kind of code, I'm getting a smiley emoji here. If you are not able to see the size of emoji means, let me increase the size of the emoji. Okay, for this, what we have to do, we have to give a style attribute. Okay, to increase, okay, as you all know what we are doing, to increase the font size, okay, in the paragraph what we are using font hyphen size, right? So similarly, if you want to increase the font size of your emoji, means you can give font hyphen size colon, so whatever size you want, just I am mentioning as 45 pixels. Okay, what it does means it will increase you the emoji size. See, it is got increased. Okay, it is getting a smiley emoji for this particular code. Okay, this is what about adding a emoji in my HTML. Okay, similarly, if you want any kind of emojis, means you can replicate here. Okay, so I'm trying to give another emoji here. Okay, I'm just trying to give some other emojis here. Okay, okay, let me give this. I'm just copying and pasting here. Okay, just I'm changing last number. Okay, 13. Okay, this will give you the another emoji. Okay, this set is for one emoji. Okay, this second set is for another emoji. Let's see what this emoji is coming there. See, super bright, it is coming another emoji. Okay, for that particular code. Similarly, just I am showing a set of sequential order emojis. Okay, just I am copying this and pasting. Okay, 14, and I am giving 15. Let's see what happens. See, it will gives you the 4 different emojis here. Okay, these emojis are specified with this unique IDs followed by this 2 symbols. Okay, ampersand and hash, and followed by 6 digit of numbers. Okay, this will gives you the emojis in your website. So this is how it looks. Okay, if you want to increase, as you all know, mention the style attributes. Okay, just give the font size whatever you want, and that font size will replicated as what you are seeing in the browser. Okay, this is very simple to add an emoji in your website. Okay, wherever in a paragraph, if you are specifying any certain words, okay, with the wordings you have to specify any emojis like that, you can add with the codings, whatever the code format we have to add a emojis. Okay, this is all about it, adding a emoji in our HTML. Okay, so in WhatsApp you guys are seen about different colors for your emojis, right? Okay, let me explain you. If you have a thumbs up image emoji, right, thumbs up emoji, what it actually does, when you are using first time, when you click on the thumbs up emoji in your WhatsApp, it will replicate in 5 different colors, right? It will give you in the dark color, light colors, and medium color. Okay, medium light, very light colors. Okay, when you choose any particular color, means that will be replicated as all time. Okay, very first time you can select the color tone of your emojis also. Okay, so hope you guys are able to follow me. Okay, if you have a thumbs up emoji in your WhatsApp, what it says, it will shows you new 5 different colors, saying like light color, dark color, medium dark, or medium color, medium light, and all, right? So that is also possible in HTML. We can give the color tones also in our HTML. Okay, for example, just I'm adding paragraph tag. Okay, so what I am doing, just I'm adding a emoji here. Okay, for that emoji, the 6-digit number is 128. Okay, 076, 128 076. Let's see what the emoji is giving. See, it is giving you a super, something like super iconic, right? Let me increase the font size. it is giving you the something like superb, right? So if you want to give in some other colors, okay, what's it as it is in WhatsApp, okay, for that what we have to do means, see, this is what the default color of WhatsApp emoji, right? Okay, we are going to handle this. Okay, how to handle this? Okay, let me replicate the same here. Okay, now I am going to display in the dark color. Okay, something like black and brown color it will gives, right? So let me show you how to add this. Okay, after this ID, what we have to do means we have to give a another set of color code. Okay, this is ensures the color code. Okay, how? Just again ampersand hash. Okay, to make it as dark color emoji of the super, what you have to do means you have to give a set of 6-digit number saying 127999 and semicolon. Okay, so while you are seeing this and all, you can raise a question, sir, to add an emoji we have to byhead this numbers and all, right? So no need of any byhead and all. Okay, if you want any specify emojis in your website means you can just search in Google and you can get this sequence number and you can add in your website. Okay, don't feel much more that you have to byhead this and all. Okay, don't worry about it. If you want any specific emojis in your website that you want to display means you can straightly search in Google. Okay, it will give you the code. Okay, whatever I have mentioned here, okay, it will give you the code, just you can replicate in your website. Okay, don't worry about to byhead this and mark up every key every codes in your brain. Okay, don't worry about it, just I am explaining the concept how to add emoji in our document, just I am replicating. Okay, so to change the color of my emoji, okay, so what is this? So this particular 6 digit is going to do means it will give you the dark color of your emoji. Let's see, it is giving you the dark color. When I specify this particular code, it is specifying in the dark color. Okay, it is specifying in the dark color. Okay, so now I am giving some other color code. Okay, so for the same emoji super, I'm just changing the color. Okay, just I'm changing the last digit. Instead of 9 I am changing the 8. Let's see, it is giving some more light color to the previous one. Okay, then the third point is about just I'm replicating, just I'm changing the last 7. Okay, see, it is giving us some more light color, right? Then again let me replicate. Instead of 7 I am giving 6. Okay, you can give up to 5. Okay, let's see how it is replicated. See, this is what the different colors, whatever the things, this is what same we have displayed in WhatsApp, right? Hope you guys are able to understand. Okay, it when you click on this super emoji in WhatsApp, what will gives, it will gives you the all this 6 color combination, right? You can choose whichever the color you want. Okay, using HTML I have just added a emojis using the HTML format. Okay, the format is about very simple. Okay, we have to specify ampersand and hash symbol followed by 6-digit numbers. Okay, what I have done here, for first emoji I have added superb icon, right? So that superb emoji is what I am getting this. Okay, when I insert, it is giving you new the default color. Okay, after this line number 18 to 22. Okay, for the same emoji, see whatever the emoji code we are using here. Okay, just I have used in the next 5 lines also. Just I have added another set of numbers to differentiate the color of the emojis. Okay, this is all about the adding HTML emojis. Okay, adding emojis in HTML. Okay, hope you guys are able to understand what is this and how to make it possible using HTML. Okay, this is all about adding the emojis in our HTML. Okay, then hope you guys are able to understand and follow me. Okay, then the third topic, today's third topic is about how to give a download link. Okay, how to give a download link. Okay, it is very simple. You guys are know how to add a image in HTML. Okay, for this, first what I am going to do means just I am giving a image. Okay, just I am giving a image to download the users. Okay, I'm just giving a image in my website. I'm allowing the users to download the image. Okay, for that what I'm doing, I'm just using an anchor tag and followed by href. Okay, what I'm doing here means just see what I'm doing. Just I'm mentioning the path of my image where I am having the path. Okay, okay, so this is the path. Okay, in my desktop I'm having a folder saying HTML. Inside the HTML I am having a file saying nature.jpg. Okay, okay, just I am giving a command saying click here to download. Okay, what it actually does, href is nothing but hyper reference. Okay, in general what it happens when you give any link, when you click on that link, it is directly open that particular page in your website, right? For example, if you are giving the https://www.google.com, okay, when you click this, the term whatever you have used here, when you click here means what will happen, it will open you the Google page in your website, right? Similarly, to download, okay, if you are whatever the specified in your href, okay, in my href what I am doing, I am giving an image file here. I am just navigating an image file here. Okay, what I am doing is I am allowing the users to download this particular image. Okay, I am allowing the users to download this particular file. Okay, so let's see what happens, how it is replicated. Okay, it is down below. Let me remove this code. See, it gives click here to download. Okay, what happens when you click on that, it is just showing whatever the image it's there, right? So if you want to download this image means you don't have any option to download here, right? So what you have to do means you just add an term saying download. Okay, after specifying this JPEG and all, right, you have mentioned the path and all, right? After this, just give an saying term saying download. Okay, if you give download means the user can download your image. Okay, see, it will download the image when I click the click here to download button. Okay, watch carefully. See, just I'm clicking click here to download. Sorry. So when you click on the click here to download, that particular image will be downloaded here. Okay, so this is all about giving the download link to your reference document. Okay, hope you guys are able to understand and follow me, right? So we are moving to the last topic of today's session. Okay, we are going to discuss about last topic of the today's session. Okay, so the last topic is about how to zoom the image on hover. Okay, so for this, what I am doing, just I am adding the image. Okay, just I'm adding an image in my document. Okay, as you all know how to add an image in my website or a web page. So image src colon. Okay, let me display the same image. Okay, just I'm copied and I have pasted inside the src. Okay, just okay, what it does actually, it will gives you the image in your website, isn't it? See, it gives you an image here. Okay, so what is the topic is about, see, it is displaying in the actual height and width of the image. Okay, what it happens means, when you hover this image, okay, it will zooms the image. Okay, for that what we are going to add is, just we are going to add styles. Okay, to add the style, I'm just using internal css. Okay, just I'm adding internal css. Okay, for that style, okay, just I'm going to add some styles. Okay, for the adding css style, just I'm using a type of css saying internal css. Okay, for internal css, what we have to do, we have to mention a style tag in the header part. Okay, just I'm giving styles. Okay, dot image zoom, just I'm using the class. Dot is nothing but class, as you all know. Okay, inside this what I'm doing is I'm specifying width 200 pixels. Okay, and the height is also 200 pixels. Okay, so what it happens when you use this class name, class equal to image zoom, here what happens, it will replicate the height and width properties, right? What is the class name there? Image zoom. Image zoom. Okay, let's see. See, it gives you the 200 height and width of the image. Okay, so this is okay. Next step, what we have to do means, I'm adding another class. Okay, what it is, when I hover this. Okay, for that what I'm doing, just pasted the name. Okay, saying colon hover. Okay, this hover is already you guys are learned. Okay, so just I am not explaining about the concept of hover here, just I am mentioning what it is. Okay, hover, when I hover this image, what we have to do means, okay, just I am using a property saying transform, okay, colon scale. Okay, what is the property here? Transform colon scale of. Okay, scale, inside that we have to give a value saying 1.5. okay, here the scale and 1.5 is nothing but the ratio. Okay, the ratio between from when you are hovering the image, okay, at what size you want to display the zoomed image. Okay, this 1.5 will be the default value. Okay, this 1.5 is the default value, which will give you a decent hover. Okay, decent when you hover an image, it will give you the decent zoom size. Okay, this is all about transform colon scale of 1.5. Okay, what this do means, when you hover, okay, when you hover this image, it will transforms into this particular scale value. Okay, let's see whether it has happened or not. See, this is the default image size, right? So when you hover the image, it will showing the zoom part of the image, right? When you release the mouse over, it will be in the default size. Okay, see, mouse over, it is getting zoomed. When you release, it is zoomed out. Okay, this is all about adding a zoom properties in our website. Let me explain that concept again. Okay, to zoom the image was what I have done. I have added a image. Okay, to zoom the image, I am using the style properties. Okay, CSS. Style properties is nothing but CSS. For that, I am using a internal CSS with style tag. Okay, just I am giving image zoom. Okay, just a name here. Okay, for that I have mentioned width and height. Okay, that is what replicated in the website. Okay, so next, to hover, okay, on hover, what I am doing, I am changing the image size. It giving the zoom size. Okay, it is giving a zoomed image. Okay, for that what I am doing, again replicate the same name followed by colon hover. Okay, what the property I'm using, transform. Okay, this width and height, 200 pixel and 200 pixel height and width image, transform into this scale. Okay, so it will gives you the, when you mouse over, it will gives you the zoom of your image. Okay, similarly you can use 2 also, but the starting basic value, it will start from 1.5 only. If you give below 1.5 also, that is not replicated. Okay, if you have to give the hover image to zoom the image, if you want, that means you have to give with 1.5. I mean, you have to start with 1.5. If you give 2 means, what will happen means, it will give you little bit bigger. Okay, little bit bigger. Okay, similarly you can add at what ratio you want in your zooming image. Okay, but the by default basic, okay, standard format is scale of 1.5 is the standard scale. Okay, so this is all about the zooming the image on hover. Okay, hope you guys are able to follow, and you guys are able to understand what all the terms we have discussed today, right? Okay, I request you to try with your own. Okay, with all this, what the things you have learned, just try with your codings. Okay, right guys, thank you so much.